Hello, this is the fourth and the final part of a four-part guide to Cayo Perico Elite Challenge Guide. There is actually a lot that I have to cover in this video, so you may refer to the timestamps in the description to get to the part you want to know about. Firstly, you always want to do the Cayo Perico heist in stealth and kill the minimum number of the guards as possible. All the bodies can be detected by guards and cameras, so you have to be extremely careful. Once the alarm goes off, it is very hard to fight off all the guards and complete the heist, so always try and keep it in stealth. On top of this, a lot can go wrong and doing the heist loud can be really annoying. We are aiming for Elite Challenge, which will give us extra $100,000 in hard mode. Elite Challenge is no death, no failed hacks, complete the heist under 50 minutes. Sometimes the Elite Challenge shows do not get detected, but I do not know whether this condition is valid or not. There are two types of heist modes, hard mode and normal mode. Hard mode gives you 10% extra money. If you completed the Elite Challenge, then while in hard mode you can get 100,000 GTA dollars, while normal mode gives only 50,000. Normal mode also gives you one extra life, while hard mode gives you no extra life. To know more about the hard mode and normal mode, like how to set up the hard mode, you will have to refer to my video, which is the first part of the series called Cayo Perico Intel Elite Challenge Guide. A link to the playlist will be given in the description as well. You may also refer to that video to unlock the finish tunnel and drill to make the heist faster and easier. All facts considered, you should always go for the hard mode as it does not have any downsides, given that you know what you are doing. Let's talk about going in the heist finale alone or with friends or strangers. If you would have asked anyone in GTA community before 2023 whether you should do the Cayo Perico heist alone or with additional players, everyone would have said to do it alone. Unfortunately, Rockstar changed the heist to promote bringing 2 or more players into the finale. You have to choose between going in alone, filling only your duffel bag and keeping all the money, or bringing in one extra friend, filling both the duffel bags and splitting the loot. Here are two main factors to consider for you to bring a friend or not. Bringing an extra friend will give you an extra 500,000 in total pool, but you will go 50-50 split. It will remove 250,000 from you when the split is done. Completing the heist alone has a time penalty. Let me explain this clearly. When you complete the heist with an extra player, you have to wait 48 minutes to get the ability to start the new heist again. But if you complete it alone, you have to wait 145 minutes or 2 hours and 24 minutes. This is an hour and a half extra to wait time. So you have to compare these main points. On top of this, if you bring a friend, you only need to grab the loot inside the compound. The host should always get more split as they are paying an upfront 100,000 to set up the heist. If a friend helps you in all the intel and preps, then the split should be 55% to host and 45% to whoever joins on the heist. Obviously, the split is dependent on your agreement with each other, but this split is standard if they help you in every part. Otherwise, the lenient split I would do is 70% to host and 30% to whoever joins. Cayo Perico heist is only beneficial up to 2 players. 3 or 4 players will eat into each of your splits and give you less money in the end. If you do bring a friend with you, my recommendation to you is you both set up your own heist, do your own separate intels and prep simultaneously. Once all the preps are done, start one of the heists together with 55% going to the host of each heist, and then immediately do the second heist. Let me explain how guards work real quick. The guards in Cayo Perico can spot dead bodies. If you see any old guards, people will just kill all the guards and other guards will literally walk over the bodies. So the strategy has now shifted to either kill no guards at all or kill the minimum numbers of guards. Therefore, you will have to research yourself which guards you can kill and which you cannot. During showing the different routes that I use to reach a compound, I will show which guards you can kill and which you can't in my routes. The guard's vision is highlighted on a mini-map. You can use it to know what they can see and what they can't. When you make any noise, a circle around your arrow in the minimap appears. If your stealth is max, you can literally run around and jump and guards will not get alerted due to your sound. Demolition charges are instant detection as they make a loud sound and should not be used. We use the drill on gates that we get for drilling through the drainage tunnel. This makes a subtle noise, so if any enemy is close by, they will spot the sound and alarm will be sounded. Bolt cutters do not make any sound, and if one is near your path, you should grab it. If two enemies are facing each other and you use a weapon with fast fire rate to kill both of them, you are given 1 second to kill the other one. You have to kill the other guard before he shouts or shoots at you. There is a bug in the game known as rapid fire bug, where the enemy will see you and immediately shoot about 10 bullets into your body within a second. This happened to me recently where I shot two guards facing each other, but when I shot the second guard, the guard rapid fired at me and it alerted everyone. This bug also causes problem while doing the heist loud. If someone is close by, and you always want to be careful about shooting guards because sometimes for no reason the alarm will be triggered. Let's now look at the finale screen. In approach vehicle, select long fin. Infiltration point, we have two options, main dock or north dock. Multiplayer should choose the main dock so you have to reach the compound directly quickly. For solo players, both docks are useful to us so we choose depending upon the loot availability. Compound entry, we only have drainage tunnel option. If it's showing you the main gate, you don't have this option unlocked and you should scope out the drainage tunnel to get this part unlocked. You may also use other compound entry, but I haven't covered those in this video. Escape point does not matter. Just select the first one. Time of day, I choose daytime. Honestly, do not feel any difference between day and night time. I have seen people say that at night the guard vision is low but there are more guards. Next, weapon loadout. Choose whichever one you want. And you do not need to buy the suppressor. There is a glitch where the game thinks you bought a suppressor and it will give you one. If you selected the suppressor, then you have to pay for the suppressor by selecting the suppressor again. If you feel like you made a mistake while selecting the suppressor, once you spawn in the heist, check the weapon wheel and look at the center of the word suppressor. Once you select this, you have the ability to start the heist. Hire support crew. I have explained this in the last video, which is Cayo Perico Heist Part 2 Elite Challenge Guide Part 3. Basically, we will skip this. These are useful in some cases. Lastly, select the split between each player. Then press right and start the heist. A thing I found out for solo players, if you spam the select button, which is the enter on PC, the game will skip the clothing page altogether. For those playing with multiple players, we directly go to the compound from the main dock, so turn right and follow the island edges. If enemies would spawn in, just ignore them as you have a clearance around the island, just don't run into them. When any guard gets alerted, I always restart as it's so much easier to do the heist in stealth. You have to die in order to restart. You can do this by blowing yourself up with explosives or Molotov. There are two types of restarts. One is quick restart, where when you fail, you press the quick restart button while in the exit menu. And the other is to exit the heist and restart the mission itself. Once you are approaching the compound, I jump out of the boat, dive into the water and put on the underwater rebreather. You press G on PC. I do not know the buttons for console. You will get a prompt sometimes. You then swim into the drainage tunnel underwater. When you go into the tunnel, you will get a prompt to use the drill. Use your arrow keys to quickly move the drill while the mouse for fine adjustment. What I do is press the direction I want to go for half a second, then cover the rest of the distance with help of the mouse. You can fine tune your own technique. For the drill to work, you have to hover and press the shoot button on any part of the highlighted bar segment. You can literally see here, I am literally cutting corners over here. It still works. When the green part goes away, you have successfully cut the segment, so move on to the next one. Once you cut the gate, go further into the tunnel and at the end you will get to use the prompt to enter the compound. Now, this guide contains guides for both multiplayer and solo players. I am going to explain the multiplayer part first, and then at the end I will explain the extra stuff for solo players. Multiplayer part includes killing the juggernaut, so solo players can stick around. When you first spawn into the compound, you will be placed on the stairs to the left. If you quick restart after you spawn in the compound, you will spawn at the center of both the stairs. I run to the right stair and turn right to kill the two guards by the pool. Once I kill them, my next objective is to kill the Juggernaut. You have to sneak behind the Juggernaut and whack him in the head with the C4. As soon as you hit him, quickly switch your gun and shoot his pelvic and thigh area. Once the Juggernaut is dead, kill the guards roaming in the corridor. If you choose a gun with low fire rate, you cannot kill the Juggernaut, so I will recommend not to kill the guard in his routes. I will show how to kill no guards in the heist in a few minutes. Once you kill the Juggernaut, you are free to kill most guards in the compound. Remember, once you grab the primary loot, a checkpoint will trigger and spawn more guards in. So you have to make sure any guards you kill are out of the view of the guards you have already killed. Now our target is to find the gate key and at least one key card. Therefore, we will kill guards specifically along the perimeter of the compound. A second key card always spawns in at the office. Grab the primary loot last as this gives us less guards to work with. So first grab the secondary loot, then go for the primary loot. Once you kill the Juggernaut, you can kill this guard too. If you do kill him, you have to destroy the CCTV behind him. If you do not want to kill him, you can sneak past him easily. Next, you can also choose to kill this bodyguard that has a red vision. He sometimes drops a key, but since we are killing everybody, we will find keys somewhere else. You then kill this guard too. I always kill him because we need the gate key. We also kill this guard upstairs. I wait around this corner for him and then either shoot him or whack him with my gun. We then grab the second key card on top, open the safe, grab the safe money. A thing to note here, since the recent update, when you grab the safe money, there is a glitch where you are not able to take the painting after grabbing the safe money. So you have to wait until you have to first grab the painting and then the safe money. I usually jump off this ledge of the building and go to the underground safe vault through here. If you did not get the gate key, you will have to hack the upstairs unit. If you did get the gate key, you will hack the downstairs unit. Another route to go to downstairs unit is going down the stairs, and you can either go right or left and jump down and go into the underground area. Let's look at the hack. The hack is divided into 8 segments. Look at the segments on the screen. When you cycle the selector, you go through them serially. You can count the segments. This is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. So we can serially give this number from 1 to 8. So what we do is we take the segment on the right and match it with the left. The easiest way to do this is we first start with the first segment, which is easy to find. We select the first segment, we then go and count to whatever segment we are about to reach. So for the top 4, we start from the first segment. For the last 4, we start from the last segment. So example, if I want to do the second last segment, I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or I will just select the last one and go 1, 2. Now there is a difference between hard mode and the normal mode over here. When you go in normal mode in the main office, there are 3 stages of this hack. In hard mode there are 4. When you go through the underground tunnel, there are 2 stages in hard mode and 1 stage in normal mode. By the time you have done the hack, you should have 2 key cards. We use these 2 key cards to get the secondary loot across the compound. Your target is to get the gold, and then if the gold is finished, you go for paintings. Obviously, you grab the secondary loot first and then go for primary loot, as primary loot will spawn in more guards. Each secondary loot location is locked behind a keycard access door in the compound. Therefore, you get your friend to come to the location, to whatever location you want to unlock, and you simultaneously hit the keycard button to enter the keycard in. When both of your bags are full, you can then collect a primary loot. You should ask your teammate whether their bag is full or not, as you do not see the status on your screen. So you have to communicate with them to know whether the bag is full or not. When your teammate bag is full, you will see a message pop up on top of a minimap saying that the bag is full. This is for a split second and you have to make a note of this. For the safe code, what I do is whenever the Pavel sends me the safe code, I will either type in the safe code in chat, which is easier to do on PC, or else just remember the numbers and unlock it that way. For the stuff that requires plasma cutter, what you do is you use a plasma cutter and then you hold the drill button for a few seconds until the bar turns red, and then you let it fall back to the minimum number. When you do this 4 times, plasma cutter will then drill through a glass and you will get the primary loot. Once we have grabbed the primary loot, we will exit the compound. If you have followed my route, you will only have one exit option, the main gate. Here is the route to exit to the main gate from the underground basement. You hop over this wall to reach the main gate. You only need to worry about one guard is roaming around the gate. You can also find other routes to the main gate if you do not have the gate key. It's easy to dodge him, and I will just run at the green button which is on the right side of the gate, which falls in the area of the exit trigger. Once you exit the main gate, you will get a checkpoint. Once we are outside, we grab a bike. The bike only has one driver's seat, so each one of you need a one. First one is straight ahead and of the main gate, and another one is behind the two guards on the compound entry point. Once you get the bike, head towards the sea. By jumping this hill, once you are in the sea, you will have to look for a triangle on the minimap. On the right side of this triangle, the end mission checkpoint is present, so we swim on the right side of it. Once you reach the checkpoint, escape Cayo Perico indicator from the bottom of the screen will go away. If you are with someone else, wait for others to escape, the island indicator will appear instead. This completes the heist. If you are unable to grab the bikes, you can slowly climb down the mountain and swim to the exit. Next, we look at the extra loot for solo players. Depending upon your secondary loot location, you will either go to the main dock or not dock. If the loot is at the airport, spawn in at the main dock and head to the airport. We want to either grab 3 weed or 2 cocaine. Look up the current price for each product as these may be nerfed or buffed by the rockstar. You can also put the painting in the mix if one is available to you. Calculate the end of secondary loot and grab what you want according to it. First I am showing you the main dock. You leave your boat over here and run towards the shed. You want to shoot the camera and head into the shed. When you use the drill, you want to be careful that this guy is away from the shed. If he is close by, he will hear your drill. Here is an example of when the guard can hear the drill. This guy is close by, so when I drill the gate, he will hear me and alert the guards. You cannot kill this guard as he will be spotted by other guards that are roaming about. So you have to be careful of when you are drilling this spot. Other spots you can kill guards, but you need to know what other people's routes are as the guards that are moving about will see the dead bodies. So you have to be careful about them. Once you grab this loot, you want to go into the water and towards the right to go to the next location. You swim up this ramp and go to the next spot. Again here you have to be careful about the guards around the area. If you do not pay attention, the other guards will hear your drill and alert everyone. So you have to be careful. Once you grab this loot, you want to head back into the water through the ramp and go back to the boat. Here is the route that I take. Next, I will show you how to get to the airport once you grab some loot from main docks. Sometimes I grab one item from main dock and one item from airport. Sometimes I will grab two items from main dock, sometimes two items from airport. Depending on how the loot is present, I will go according to it. I go from in between the stones and go to the airport. Be careful of this guard as he might be able to spot you sometimes. So you want to go on the edge of the shore and come here, and you can opt to kill him, but you will have to take out this camera first. I run through the bushes and you need to destroy this camera and then kill that guy that's standing in the balcony. Once you have taken out the guy, you have to run into the fence and jump over it and grab the loot that's on your right. If clothes are available to you, grab them as this will make your sneaking around the island easier, as guards will not spot you as long as you do not stay in their vision for a long time. I then run towards this hangar. You can sneak behind this guard easily. You just have to observe his path carefully and you will understand him quickly. You can then drill into this fence and grab the loot inside. In order to grab the loot upstairs, you need to get into this, I don't know what this is called, but you need to get into this, grab this crate, lift the crate up and then park it right beside the gate. Now you want to make sure that you do not actually interfere with the gate that opens, because sometimes you will get stuck into that between the prongs and you will get stuck in there and you will have to die in order or restart the heist. You then grab this loot that's upstairs if you want, and you can either jump off from here or you can go through this door down. Once you grab this loot, you then head back to the boat and go to the compound. Again, sneak behind this guard properly. If you haven't killed him, you can kill him at that end. Once you are back in the boat, you want to head to the compound and enter the compound through drainage tunnel. And just refer to the dual stuff that I showed you before. I think so I have marked it as go to the main office. So refer to that in the video. Next, let's focus on the north dock. On the north dock, you will spawn in, and on your first spawn, you will run into the wall. So be careful. So you want to be holding your reverse button and your right button. So you want to be pressing reverse and right to turn right and brake, because you will run into this shore or the cliff, and you will, like, Rockstar shifted this because we were like speed running it, so Rockstar made us run into the shore. Once you get to the north dock, you want to get off and kill this one guard. You then head towards the main area. Now there is one location over here towards my right, there is a guard roaming around who can hear our drill. So what we do is when he goes behind this box, we will kill him so he won't alert anybody else. Melee kills are the best in these situations. Once you kill him, you can access the loot. Once you grab the loot, or if you want to skip this loot part because you cannot access it or you do not have any loot over there, you can move on to this bigger part, or bigger shed I should say, and kill this guard when he's in between, as guards can see through there and behind. So you have to be careful that you kill him in a spot where no one can see him. Once you kill him, drill into the fence and grab the loot. Once you grab the loot, you want to go into the water and swim across to the next location for the loot. Now for some reason in this video you will see that I had to shoot cameras twice because two camera appears. This is a glitch. I don't know whether this is from only me or everyone, or this is a version based glitch. For over here, the box for multiple versions, you can pull it once and it will stay open forever. It's supposed to be a dual stuff, but for some reason it stays open. You have to kill this guard as he will come around and he may spot you. You want to grab your loot and then head back to the boat. Once you are back on the boat, you want to go to the compound and enter again through the drainage tunnel. This concludes our solo extra loot stuff. You want to follow the edge of this island and you will easily reach the compound. And this ends the heist. Also, this project, the 4 parts, this honestly took me a month to make for some reason. In between, like for the last week, I have been sick, so my voice has been totally changed, and I have not done any editing for the past week. So thank you guys for watching. If this helped you, I really appreciate it. Have a nice day. Bye.